Okay, so this is part 2 of my reading, and I did figure out that this card has to do with wands. I remember that if it has claws in it, it's swords. If it's got like bowls, like cat bowls, like this one, it has to do with cups. If it has like, I want to say food mazes or something like that, it has to do with pentacles. And if it has toys in it, it's wands. Let's see, wands, cups. Yeah. Anyways, I think the reason that I was called to this one was, I don't know, for some reason I'm getting the message, don't complicate things. I think after reading these cards, this has to do with a love reading, but I would say that if you've watched my previous video, I bring up that there is sexual trauma that has to be worked through, and I would say that with this sexual trauma, there is a big level of trust issues that have been broken in the past, and I think that there is a certain level that has been worked through on your own, but there is also a lot of the time with sexual trauma, it can be healing to be in a healthy relationship where you can trust the person and you can work through those things. And I think that this person coming in is to help you with those things, but this message is basically like broken down that, like, not to complicate things and not to block your own things coming in. Like, you've done the work, you just need to not get in your own way about this. It's scary, yes. It's scary to trust again. It's of course you don't want to feel those things again, but it could help having someone to be there to be able to communicate those feelings with them, not to pour them out on them, but to just be real with someone and address the issues that are there. So, for example, I'm just going to read the things coming out of this book because they're very well put and broken down well. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, sorry. Maybe the next one will. So it says 10 of Wands. The fight has been won. The spoils are yours, but you're weary from the battle. Understandably, you're exhausted. Look at all the goodies you've acquired. It may be the home stretch, but it's not time to let your guard down. Don't take on more of your fair share of burden and responsibility. Believe it or not, you have more treats coming your way, but it'll take a little longer. With a lot of these cards, it speaks about gratitude and not slipping away into the darkness, acknowledging the darkness, but not letting it overpower you and overcome you. To acknowledge and accept how far you've come as well. Like, you are not the same person that you were even a year ago. There's been a lot of work that has been put into it. With the Queen of Pentacles, it talks about that, like, you have the right mindset. You just got to keep going, and you'll see those results. It says, let's see, hold on one second. The Queen of Pentacles pretends great tidings, but as always, it takes both diligence and intelligence. 444 on the timer. The Queen of Pentacles is nurturing, supportive, strong, loving, creative, and successful thanks to her pause-on approach to the tasks in front of her. She's incredibly astute, I don't know what that word means, and willing to keep at it until the tree is out of the maze. If she sounds ideal, that's because she is. These are the standards to aim for. I would say, like, the saying that comes up for me when I think about that is that it takes a lot of strength to basically take the roots out from underneath you and place them where the sun is shining, all while you're like still trying to bloom and you're still trying to thrive. It takes a lot of strength to do that. And I think that with this darker energy that you're having to heal from, it's keeping the big picture in mind, that you have done a lot of healing and you don't always have to take that burden on your own. You can ask people for help. Hold on, let me pause this. The way that it words it with the Three of Swords, it talks about, it says, the intersection between the heart and intellect, I think is what it says. Let me make sure that's right. This card represents the intersection of our hearts and our intellects. There is no pussyfooting around this one. There's emotional pain on the horizon, a piercing of the heart. It hurts and there's nothing to do but feel the feeling. Make time to cry. You can't heal until you get it all out. Pain is sometimes necessary for growth. And I think that this comes down to, I don't think that this has to do with pain. I think that this has to do with the fear you have to work through in trusting someone with your heart again. Because in order to do that, there are feelings that need to be felt and let go of, so that you're not bringing those into the next relationship. So, yeah, that it's just how I had said, I want to say in the first reading, that there has been a separation for me with some things where I'm able to speak about it objectively, but I've separated myself from my feelings because I don't want to feel those things. They're being brought together in order to feel them and release them because they no longer serve me. With the Four of Pentacles, let me read, is that one? Oh no, that's the Four of Cups, hold on. Ever wonder if you're legitimately bored and restless, or if you should be content with what's in front of you? What's in this cup? What's in that? Should I take it? What about that one? So many options. Love can be annoying. No wonder you're disillusioned. You've been hurt in the past, and those high standards of yours, whether they are for self-protection or you're just being finicky, if you don't lower the bar a little, you might miss something right in front of you. Open up. Take a risk. I think that has to do with the trust issues. I'm going to have to talk a little faster because I'm running out of time, and this is already the second part. We have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is intellectual and analytical in the service of finding a solution. Clear communication is his strong suit. That doesn't mean he's beyond chasing a butterfly or two. Behold your brave leader. This royal brings his smarts and his powers to govern to bear fearlessly and wisely. He's very focused on the task at hand, furry head, ruling the heart, to the point of seeming unemotional or impersonal. Don't mistake the butterflies for frivolity. They actually symbolize transformation and growth. I think this has to do with the person coming in, that specifically talking about clear communication is a strong suit. I'm guessing that's something that you haven't had in the past, and this is going to be something that helps with working through these things. I am going to make a small part 3 because I feel like it's important for the rest of the reading. I'll see you there.